successful in our industry as a fashion designer, because in the Philippines there's no real platform for us designers to showcase our pieces, which is he don't understand people that fashion is a multi-million industry if you take it seriously. And we are here to help not only the economy but also the weavers of the Philippines. So that was the goal of the show. And there's no anything negative or hidden agenda for that show to make, because it's all about helping the community and actually giving livelihood to weavers and showcasing the Filipino talent as a world class talent. And I couldn't fathom the fact that her statements becomes in a scamming people in the Philippines, and I don't understand it.
Okay, I'm going to go to the next question that has hand raised from Music and Topic TV.
Hi, my first question is for Mr. Pui. The second question will be to Attorney Kate. Mr. Pui, are you willing to settle if Maharlika asks for settlement? Are you willing to settle? Are you willing to pursue the case against you?
We really want to pursue the case because I think justice is needed, and I deserve justice of what she's done. I don't want other people to get hurt by what she just keep telling people without fact checking, and because she only not destroys relationships, businesses, but I think for me it's the mental health is very important right now, which affects me and probably other people that she has been victimized.
Thank you. For Mr. Attorney Kate, what happened if Maharlika or Claire Eden Contreras move to another states that California have a different law in that state? Are you still willing to pursue her, or what's going to be the option for you?
Well, sir, that's a very good question. However, because Ms. Contreras Maharlika made the statements on a platform while being in Los Angeles, the California courts have jurisdiction over her. It doesn't matter that she's moved to a different state. She still has to defend this action here in California. And even if she went back to the Philippines or moved to a different country, another country, she would still have to defend this action in California because the damage was done in California.
Thank you. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go back to the chat room questions. This is from Fred Calbat. Is there no criminal aspect of the case?
I'm a civil litigator. I'm not a criminal defense attorney. But I do not think that at this time it would be appropriate to bring criminal charges against or to file a complaint with a district attorney here in Los Angeles against her. Because if we did, then she would be entitled to take what's called the Fifth Amendment and not incriminate herself. So we don't want to even threaten that at this point, because we want her to be able to be deposed and to answer our questions. I don't even know if she's going to appear in this case. The way that she's hiding now and not responding to not allowing us to serve her makes me think that she's just going to have us take her default.
Okay, the next question is from Janelle Phil Perkins. I think it's a two-part question, so I'll do the first part. Keith, since the First Lady's name has been floated as being involved, has she issued a statement? Will she be issuing a statement?
As far as I know, I'm not aware of the First Lady issuing any type of statement in this case. And I'm not in a position to speak for the First Lady, and I don't think Pui Quinones is in a position to speak for the First Lady either.
And the second part is, how far are you willing to take this case? Will you be open to a settlement if presented and offered?
As you heard from Mr. Quinones and you heard from me, our plan is to take this case all the way through trial. We want to, and the reason why is to make sure that Mr. Quinones gets his day in court, gets awarded the damages that he's entitled to, and also that Ms. Contreras knows not to do this again to someone else.
Right. I believe we skipped Eduardo accidentally. My question was, since you are filing the case in the U.S., does your court have jurisdiction on the case, considering the respondent is in the Philippines? Thank you.
Thank you, Eduardo. As I mentioned earlier, the court in California has jurisdiction over Ms. Contreras because Ms. Contreras made the defamatory statements while here in California. If she had made them while being in the Philippines, but she was a resident of California, the court in California would still have jurisdiction over her because she's a resident of California. But because she made the statements here in California, it doesn't matter where she may be a resident. The California court has jurisdiction over her.
Okay, great. The next question is from Eunice Zelario. He is from DWIZ. My question for Mr. Pui is, do you know, well, I think this was already answered, obviously. Do you know Maharlika personally, or are you two are former associates? Why did she defame you, or why she is attacking you? I believe we covered that.
I never met her. I don't even know about her since the blog came out. I have no idea who she is.
Our next question is from Liza Soriano. When did you file cease and desist order to Maharlika to stop her from damaging more of Mr. Quinones?
The cease and desist letter was written on Mr. Quinones' behalf by another attorney in the beginning of December of 2023. And it's not an order, it was just a letter requesting that she comply with the terms set forth in the cease and desist letter. And if she had, then this legal action would not have been filed. But she didn't, so that's why we filed it.
Okay, great. The next question, Jason Thomas. How many cases can you file to charge Maharlika?
We filed the one action, and that's what we're going to be proceeding on.
Our next question is Chris Ulo. If Maharlika loses in this case, do you think this case can be effect for being a U.S. citizenship or citizen?
I'm not an immigration attorney either, but I would think that just because she loses a civil action that's been filed against her, that probably would not have an effect on her ability to secure U.S. citizenship. It might, but I don't believe so. But I would speak with an immigration attorney for the answer to that question.
Okay, so the next question is from Megan Hall. She has a few questions. Megan, go ahead.
Thank you. Hi, Keith. I'm Megan Hall from Sourcing Journal in New York. You've mentioned a couple of times that you guys want to take this case to trial, but you've also said that the primary interest is in recovering Pui's reputation and recovering justice. You said that this case probably wouldn't be tried until mid-2025 if it were to go to trial. So do you anticipate that there would be additional loss to Puy Quinones before that trial would actually take place? And why is it viable to pursue a trial even if a settlement is offered for justice to be quote unquote served prior to that date, which seems far away? Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hall. That's a very good question. And I would say to all of you that 95% of all cases settle. But there are cases that sometimes don't settle. And this could be one of them. Now, if Ms. Contreras made a settlement offer that Mr. Quinones felt was reasonable and felt like it complied with his demands, then he might settle. But at this point, she has done nothing. She's done nothing. She didn't respond to the cease and desist letter. She hasn't allowed us to serve her with the complaint because we think she's evading service. So at this point in time, it's our belief that this case has to be taken to trial. And I know it's a long time off, but Mr. Quinones, one of the reasons why we're doing this press conference is because we're trying to help him restore his reputation through avenues like this. But his reputation has already been damaged. He's already suffered damages. And we're trying, our job as a plaintiff, his responsibility as a plaintiff is to try to mitigate those damages. So we're doing the best we can to try to mitigate the damages. But we're kind of subject to the court's calendar. If we could get this case to trial next week, we would do that. Next month, even in 6 months. But that's just not going to happen, unfortunately, because the courts are so backed up. So Mr. Quinones is going to do the very best he can over this next period of time to try to restore his reputation. But his reputation has already been damaged because of those defamatory statements. And the damages that he is going to recover will be based on the damages that he has already suffered.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. My second question is actually about the damages that you just mentioned. So I know that you filed for $2 million in damages. I'm interested to know how you came up with that figure, and Puy, if maybe you could give a specific instance of how your business was harmed by these defamatory statements that you allege. Thank you.
Yeah, so to answer the question, before this law came out, my business is really doing well because I just had a fashion show in the Palace, and then I opened a showroom in Los Angeles, and then I'm supposed to have a project with institutional projects, and however, when this news came after submitting all the proposals, it got canceled or on hold. So it's like a 1-year contract that should be getting more, projects, and I hired a lot of people to do the project because I was expecting that it was going to happen. I actually even opened a new facility and factory in the Philippines to help support and give more jobs to the Filipinos. And because of this lie, it really did damage the business.
Obed, please go on mute.
Sorry. Obed, please go on mute. Thank you.
Thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. And Puy, just to clarify, the contract that you're talking about not going through, when that did happen, when it was decided that it wasn't going to go through, were you given a reason that related to Claire Contreras' actions, or were you given another reason?
I was given another reason, but it wasn't really direct to me, but someone from the inside kind of told me, because there's a morality issue because of the flag. So
Also, Pui, didn't you just get the People Asia award?
yeah, 2 days ago I was awarded as one of the People of the Year award in the Philippines, and it's actually nice to receive that, because it's like giving someone a second chance to rebuild dignity, and I hope it helps me.
Do you have that award handy? I do have a photo of you with it, but
I have it in my living room. Do you want to see it?
I think everybody would love to see it, and maybe they can even take a screenshot of it.
Okay, 1 second.
In the interim, we will go on to the next question for Keith.
1 second.
Yeah, well, so
Yeah.
you
The next question is from Del Nazario. Do you have any idea if she's backed by someone powerful or with influence, given that she's issuing defamatory statements left and right? If she is, isn't that something of concern to your camp?
Well, of course, it is something of concern to our camp, but we are not aware of her being backed by anyone with either money or is powerful. And that would be the kind of questioning that would take place during the discovery phase when I would take her deposition. So we would find out that information at that time, because if it turns out that she's backed by others, then those other people will probably be added to the complaint as defendants.
So just to show you that this is a trophy from last night's award ceremony, People of the Year award.
congratulations, sir.
Congratulations.
Okay, the next question is from Derek. If it's possible, will you be Clara Contreras off the YouTube channel?
At some point we will, but that would be I don't know if YouTube would agree to do that. We would have to provide YouTube with substantial evidence to get them to do that. I think that we may be able to, and the reason why I think we may be able to is if I work in cooperation with the other plaintiff in the other case and their attorney, and go to YouTube with both of us. That is certainly an idea that we're considering.
Sophia, you're on mute.
Again. Lizelle, do you have a question? Lizelle Roy?
Yes. Hello. Yes.
Okay.
Just one question. Since this is not the first time that Maharlika was involved in a cyber libel case, as there were cases also filed here in the Philippines against her, has your camp exhausted all remedies to address this issue, such as reporting her accounts for it to be suspended? Thank you.
Thank you, Lizelle. And we have not exhausted those remedies. We plan to, but our initial focus was to prepare the complaint, get Ms. Contreras served, and then move forward with those kind of steps. And I think it would be helpful if we had a judgment against her. Then it would be, I think YouTube would be more willing, once a judgment is issued against her, to suspend her accounts.
Thank you. Okay, the next question is from Dante Maravillas. Do you have a question? Dante?
I think Top One has been trying to ask a question.
I can't find Dante on our I just don't know if he's on mute and doesn't. Oh, Dante, can you hear us? Here you are. Do you still have a question?
Yeah, ma'am, this is Dante Maravillas, na Bicolano. I just want to ask directly, Mr. Quinones. We heard that you are a Bicolano.
No, my grandfather's from Bicol, but I am from Samar. Actually, born and raised in Samar, but my grandfather is from Bicol. Yes.
So, Mr. Quinones, can you still speak Bicolano or Tagalog?
I speak what I fluently. I was born and raised. I left Samar when I was 18, so I'm very fluent in what I.
So, what could be behind the Maharlika attacks? Do you believe that somebody influential behind Maharlika?
To be honest with you, I don't know about it because I don't know anything. I don't know her. That's why I'm actually shocked. Why did she attack me? Because she's a stranger, so I don't know. And I'm not really in the politics. I'm not really involved with that. I have a different world, passion, and I'm very busy trying to give pride to the Philippines. Is all what I do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dante. We have another question from Eduardo. Mr. Quinones, may we know how you will disprove these false defamatory statements hurled against you, and how come the names of the first family, especially Kong Marcos, was dragged into this mess?
I don't understand why also she involved the first lady. I just couldn't get it. I don't understand, to be honest. I don't know where is the hate coming from. And I saw a blog that she really badmouthed the first family all the time, and I can't understand it. As I mentioned, I'm not in the politics industry, so I don't understand mathematics there.
Okay, our next question is from Fred Kapelblag. Assuming that the California court fails to acquire jurisdiction over the person of the respondent Contreras, is it possible for the court to render judgment?
Well, Mr. Kapelblag, that is a very large assumption on your part that the California court will fail to acquire jurisdiction over the defendant. We believe strongly that the California court does have jurisdiction over the defendant, and the defendant, Ms. Contreras, would have to substantiate her arguments with facts to show that the court doesn't have jurisdiction over her. It will be very difficult for her to do that because her blog that was created, the video, we believe, was created at her studio in California.
Okay, the next question is OPPO. Will there be a case to filed versus Contreras in the Philippines? Everyone else, if you're not asking a question, please do put yourself on mute. Thank you.
As far as we're concerned at this time, there will not be a case filed against Ms. Contreras in the Philippines. That may change in the future, but right now, our priority is to pursue the case in California.
Okay, we have a few more questions. The next question is from Lizelle Roy. Since this is not the first time that Maharlika was involved in a cyber libel case, has your camp exhausted all remedies to address this issue, such as reporting her social media accounts for her account to be suspended, which I feel like we've answered it a little bit.
I think we have.
Yeah.
And I think that the next question by top one also is related to that.
To that, yeah.
And as I said before, our focus right now is on the civil court action. Once, Ms. Cambry, can you please put yourself on mute? Ms. Cambry, please put yourself on mute. Our goal is to move forward on the state court action. And once we get a judgment in the state court action, then we will go to YouTube and the other platforms.
Okay, and we have a couple more questions. The next one is Ricky, from Ricky Rosas. Mr. Kinmanu, welcome to Calbayog Samar. My question is, has there been a chance or a situation where Maharlika tries to extort you and perhaps is doing this harassment because she failed in her motive?
I don't have a communication with her. And thank you for the welcome, Calbayog. I'm from Northern Samar.
Okay, and we got two more. And Rio Ariaha of Manila Standard. Do you think that Ms. Contreras has the financial capability to identify Mr. Contreras in the event she appears in court and offers a public apology?
I think we're, Mr. Roja, I think we're beyond that point at this stage. Ms. Contreras was given that opportunity with the cease and desist letter. She ignored it. So we're moving forward with this case. We're going to take it to trial and get a judgment in Mr. Quinones's favor.
Okay, the next question is from MR. I would like to ask, what is the title of her Maharlika vlog that led Mr. Pui into this case?
As far as I understand, I don't think there was a title to the blog.
There's actually,
Was there?
yes. It says designer katandem de butod. That's the name of the title.
And what is that in English?
Like I'm in tandem with because I think she calls I don't even want to put the word of my mouth that because it's not in my values, but she
Okay,
just,
well then just use what you said is fine.
she said that we are tandem and scamming people in Philippines, something like that with that.
Thank you. Our next question is from Milan Bahada. If Maharlika is found guilty, what will be her sentence, and is it possible for her to be sent back to the Philippines? Many of Pinoy wants to be enlightened about her citizenship.
As I mentioned before, this is a civil court action. This is not a criminal court action. So in a civil court action, a defendant is not found guilty. They're found liable for damages. And as far as I understand, because I'm not an immigration attorney, I don't think that a civil judgment against someone would affect their citizenship. She's not being found guilty. She's not going to be sentenced to prison. She's going to be, if we get a judgment against her, she's going to have to pay damages to Mr. Quinones.
Keith, I sent you a text message.
Okay, and that is all the questions we have in the chat. If there's anybody else, raise your hand now. Otherwise, we can go ahead and wrap this up.
Well, one other thing. I just
Yes,
learned of this.
have Keith give some closing remarks, and we would like to thank you all for being here today.
It is my understanding, and I was not aware of this, but that an action has been filed against Ms. Contreras by Mr. Quinones in the Philippines. I've not seen that complaint, but Mr. Quinones, if you'd like to mention that, please go ahead.
Yeah, I actually also filed a criminal case against Maharlika in the Philippines as well. So both Philippines and in the US, I filed cases for her, against her.
Did you file a criminal complaint against her
Yes, I
with
did.
the authorities?
Mhm. It's been filed.
So, and yes, we will be sending everybody a copy of this. It is being recorded. So that is, that everybody will get this. And if we don't, if you want to put your email address in here, please do.
Please. Thank you, everyone.
Edwin Solon, do you have a question?
Okay, this concludes our press conference. Thank you all for attending. You're all putting your emails in there now. You may send an email to info@amylevypr.com. We are concluding this now. info@amylevypr.com. info@amylevy. Okay, you're all putting it in the chat now. You can send an email to me at info@amylevypr.com. Thank you so much for attending. Congratulations again, Pui, for being able to give your statements today. Again, congratulations on that People of Asia Award.
Thank you
so much to Keith Gregory for answering everyone's questions. Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you, Amy, and thanks, Sophia, and thank you to all the people, the press bloggers who's here right now, especially the one from the Philippines and still awake around this time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. And the people, the press from the US, thank you so much for taking your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So, ayun. Merong vlog si Maharlika na siniraan niya itong si Pui o si Pui Quinones. Ngayon po, hindi po kilala ng personal ni Pui Quinones itong si Maharlika. Kuya Billy, shoutout sa iyo ha. Late invitation. Kumbaga, biglaan din. Actually, patulog na nga ako. Nakapantulog na ako. Nakasando na nga ako kanina. Matutulog na ako. Tapos may nag-chat lang na kung gusto ko na umattend itong online na parang press conference. Sabi ko, ako, sige ka ako. Para mapakinggan ko rin kung ano yung ano. So, dito ko na nalalaman. Ngayon ko lang nakilala to. Si Pui Quinones. Bago magsimula yung meeting, ay sinearch ko yung si Pui Quinones. So nakita ko kung ano yung kanyang mga achievement. At yun nga, pinakita pa niya isa niyang award. Natanggap lang niya kagabi. So ito pong tao na ito ay kagalang-galang. At ito po ay kilalang designer sa abroad. Ang masama lang dito kay Maharlika kasi banat ng banat, walang kahit ano man lang na ebidensya ang ipapakita niya na totoo yung kanyang mga binibintang sa mga tao. Kaya po, ito ay nagbunsod dun sa paninira. Paninira, bakit? Kasi wala naman siya pinakitang ebidensya dun sa kanyang vlog. Diba? Kasi, alam niyo po, ang isang tao, kapag sinisiraan mo yan ng sinisiraan, naapektuhan ng mental health niyan. Ako, siraan ako na siraan. Wala eh. Manhid ako eh. Hindi ako tinatablan na ng mga ganyang paninira. Sa totoo lang. Kahit ano pa yung bato nyo sa akin, patay na nanay ko. Kahit ano pa ibato nyo sa akin, patay na nanay ko. Wala nang magagalit sa akin. Wala na yung kinakatakutan ko. Wala na yung nag-iisang tao na hindi ko kayang hindi intindihin o pansinin. Ako'y kumbaga immune na po ako. Bato na yung damdamin ko, puso't damdamin ko, bato na sa mga paninira, sa mga pabasa akin. Tawagin akong humpak. Paano gagawin ko? May dimple ako eh. Diba? Tawagin man ako na humpak, wala akong magagawa, may dimple ako. Sabihan man akong kalbo, paano? Yan ang totoo, manipis ang buhok ko. Dahil ako'y nagmana sa nanay ko. Yung mga paninira, kayang-kaya natin yan. Kasi paninira nga. Pero meron pong tao na hindi po kaya ang paninira. At katulad yan ni Poy Quiñones. So binanatan ni Maharlika. Yung mga past issue sa buhay ni Poy Quiñones, binalik niya. Tama, road sector, sanay na tayo dyan. Ngayon po, ito pong si Poy Quiñones. Parang ganun yung ko eh, kasi P-U-E-Y, Poy, parang ganun, di ba? Ang hirap kasi ng Puwi o Puway. Paano ba? Puway. Parang ganun. Poy na lang, Poy. Atong si Poy Quiñones, meron din siyang nakasangkutan na issue last time. Pero, yun ay isa lamang pagkakamali sa buhay niya. Pero hindi natin pwedeng husgahan ng isang tao sa isa lamang pagkakamali. Nobody's perfect. Lahat tayo nagkakamali. Kahit si Dolphin nagkamali. Kahit si Erap nagkamali. Kahit pa ang mga pinakamagaling na scientist nagkakamali. Kung maalala ninyo, ito bigyan ko lang kayo ng example. Pinakamalaking pagkakamali ng isang scientist, si Diesel. Si Diesel po, yung talagang Diesel na pangalan, apelido niya. Si Diesel po, nagpakamatay. Pinakamalaking pagkakamali niya yun, di ba? Nagpakamatay siya. Bakit? Kasi akala niya, failed siya as a scientist. Failed siya bilang isang tao. Bilang isang scholar. Bilang isang matalinong tao na mataas ang tingin sa kanya ng mga tao. Akala niya nag-failed siya. Pero hindi niya alam. After niya magpakamatay, yung diesel na ginagamit natin sa mga sasakyan, sa mga truck, sa mga traktor, sa mga bulldozer, sa mga SUV, alam niyo po, ginagamit worldwide ngayon. Diba? Lahat tayo nagkakamali eh. Diba? So, yung pong mga pagkakamali na yun ay hindi po sasalamin sa pagkatao talaga ng isang tao. So ngayon, yung pong pagkakamali na yun, ang ibinato ni Maharlika dito kay Poy Quiñones. Ngayon, nung binato ni Maharlika, dinagdagan pa niya. Kasabwat daw ni First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos, si Poy Quiñones sa pang-scam ng tao dito sa Pilipinas. At eto, meron pang dinagdag siya na Maharlika. Sabi ni Maharlika, ito daw pong si Poy Quiñones ay papasok daw po sa isang kontrata sa ating gobyerno para daw po makakuha ng pera ng gobyerno, mangurakot. Di ba kita mo kung gaano katindi ang paninira ni Maharlika? Alam niyo, sa totoo lang, ewan ko lang kung tanga ba talaga tong si Maharlika, kung sulsulin, kung ano ba talaga pinaglalaban nito. Pero alam niyo po, Ang punto dito, bakit si Maharlika, pag binigyan lang ng isang info, pag kunwari sinabi, ito, Maharlika, nako, Maharlika, yung isang DDS vlogger kumain ng tae. Iba-vlog niya na yan. Naku, tong vlogger na to, kinalaban ako nito ngayon, kumain ng tae. Kahit walang ebidensya, iba-vlog niya. Diba? Kaya ito, sira pa more. Diba? Paninira pa more, atake pa more. Pasensya na po doon sa mga kumakain na pasintabi po. Diba kaya ito? Ang freedom of expression o freedom of speech ay hindi po absolute. Tama ba? Hindi po ito walang hangganan. Lahat po ay may hangganan. Ang pagbibigay ng opinion may hangganan. Pero itong ginawa ni Maharlika, hindi to opinion, hindi to idea, hindi to info, hindi to facts. Ito'y paninirang puri. Kaya po, siya ay nakasuhan sa abroad, sa Amerika, California. Actually, doon sa vlog niya, sinabi nga niya alam niyang nasa California, etong taong to. Pero ang lakas po ng loob niya. Nasiraan tong taong to. Kasi akala niya siguro hindi lalaban. Akala niya siguro hindi magsasalita to. Ngayon, kinasuhan din siya dito sa Pilipinas. Ngayon po, ito isang malaki ng babalay sa mga vlogger. Nasaan mang panig ka ng mundo? Nasaan ka mang nasyon, bansa, kahit sa ilalim ka pa ng kuweba, nagla-live, kahit nasa pinakamataas na bundok ka pa nagla-live, nagbablog, aabutin ka ng batas. Kaya kang kalawitin ng kamay ng batas. Diba? Katulad ni Tebes. Si Tebes. Nagtago sa Timor-Leste, napakaliblib na bansa, napakaliit na bansa na napakahirap puntahan. Nakakatakot din puntahan daw po yung Timor-Leste dahil may mga gang-gangs dyan. Pero nahuli. Diba? Si Tebes yun ha. Tebes. Pag binanggit mo, Arnie Tebes, parang napaka-imposibleng mahuli. Parang napaka-imposibleng makahon. Pero nahuli po. Diba? Kaya dito, Claire Eden Contreras. Yung angas mo, yung yabang mo, pag ikaw nagsasalita, kala mo totoong-totoo, yung mga puting ahas mo, sabihin mo sa korte yan, di ba? Sabihin mo ngayon sa korte, Poy Quiñones, sabi sa akin nung puting ahas Scammer ka daw, kasabwat mo si First Lady. Baka gawin pang 3 milyon ang ano niya, 3 milyong dolyar ang damage na hingin niya. $2 million po Doon kaya Abel Bacujo, magkano yun? Di ba? Parang $2 million din yata. I'm not sure kung magkano yung kay Abel Bacujo. Pero dito po kay Poy Quiñones, $2 million. Lang yan yung sinasabi nga ng ating mga kaibigan kong abogado. Meron akong kaibigan na abogado from Iglesia ni Cristo. Meron akong kaibigang abogado na nasa gobyerno ngayon. Meron akong kaibigang abogado na nandun sa Bulacan. Meron akong kaibigan na kaklase, clerk of court. May alam sa batas. Meron akong naging kaibigan, tropa pips ko, talagang parang tropa-tropa ko sa Malaysia. Tapos ng criminology. May alam din sa batas. Lagi po nila sa akin sinasabi at pinapaalala. Hinay-hinay ka sa pagbablog mo. Maganda yung vlogging. Laway lang puhunan, bunganga lang, 'di ba? Magbunganga lang ako dito. Tulad niya, magbunganga lang ako, may 133 nanonood kahit madaling araw. Kanina, naka-live ako si Ate China Cruz. Ay, China Cruz. Nagpakulay ng 20 $20. O, nagbubunga nga lang ako nun, di ba? Ngayon po, yung pagbubunga nga ako, hinay-hinay lang daw. Bakit? Baka yung kinita ko daw sa pagbablog, kulang pa pambayad sa attorney. Kulang pa pambayad sa danyos perwisyos. O damage sa, ano ba yun? Yung sinisingil. Baka kulang pa daw dun. Kaya, ingat. Kaya alam niyo ako, kita niyo, napakaingat kong mag-live, napakaingat kong magsalita, napakaingat kong magbigay ng, kumbaga, yung info. Kaya nga ako dito, tamang info para sa Pilipino. Kasi yung info ko, galing sa balita, galing sa isang source na nakita na natin lahat. Napanood niyo na rin. Di ba? Ganun eh. Maingat ako eh. Itong si Maharlika, wala, ito, sabihan lang, oy, nakita ko si kumain ng tae. Ibablog niya na, oy, alam niyo ba? Mga kapalangga, nakita daw si kumain ng tae. Di ba ganun katanga si Maharlika? Sinira si Maharlika na ang kanyang poot at galit sa Marcos family, sa first couple. Sinira siya ng poot at galit niya. Sinira siya ng kanyang ambisyon. Diba? Hindi na pagbigyan. Kasi nga, ano ba naman ang isang Maharlika? Wala namang qualities yan ng pagiging isang tauhan ng gobyerno. Diba? So, hindi na pagbigyan sa gusto. Ayun, nagmarakulyo, nagmaoy. Wala nang ibang ginawa kundi sira ng ating First Lady at ang ating Presidente. Ngayon, siya naglabas ng polvoron video, di ba? Pero alam niyo, hanggang ngayon, ang daming naniniwala sa kanya. Pero inuuto na lang siya ng mga tao doon. Actually, isa si Maharlika sa mga nagpabago ng isip ko na dapat kong suportahan ng gobyerno. Bakit? Butya, sinabi niya may polvoron video. Polvoron video, mapapanood nyo na. Di ako naman, syempre. Butya, nood ako. Naabangan ko kung lalabas na yung polvoron video. Awa naman ng Diyos, 2 oras yata yung live na yun. Hindi pa rin nilabas. Diba? Kaya alam niyo po, hindi man tayo makakasuhan ngayon. Diba? Yan ang yan ang sinasabi ko na matagal na sa mga kaibigan kong vlogger. Hindi man tayo makakasuhan ngayon. Pero sigurado ka ba na hindi ka makakasuhan bukas? Sa mga pinagsasabi mo ba, sigurado ka ba na hindi ka makakasuhan sa makalawa? Next month, next week, next year. Di ba? Dapat doon ka lang sa tama, doon ka lang sa totoo. Huwag ka sa fake news at huwag ka sa paninira. Di ba? Naging reckless si Maharlika kanina. Si Maharlika sa kanyang mga vlog. Ngayon, kanina po, alam nyo, ang dami na nagtanong, di ba? Ako, isa lang naman itatanong ko kay Poy Quiñones Hindi ko na natanong kasi ang dami namin doon. Nakita ko kanina 69 participants ba yun? 69, nag-73, ganyan. Ang dami namin doon. Ang daming participants doon sa Zoom conference na yun. Isa lang itatanong ko kay Poy Quiñones Napakaganda nitong tanong na to. Kaya lang, 1 oras lang po yung Zoom meeting na yun Nakapag-live ako around 30 minutes na yung nakakatapos yung pinag-uusapan. Napakaganda na itatanong ko. Gusto niyo ba malaman? 119 nanonood sa atin, no? Salamat kahit bandaling araw nandiyan kayo mga tropa pips natin. Kuya Road Sector, mas okay na maging maingat kaysa maging balasubas. Baka pulutin na lang mga yan sa kalsada. Tama, di ba? Di ba? Yung isa nga, di ba, nag-video na, may death threat daw, may banta daw sa buhay niya. Diyos ko. Alam niyo, sa totoo lang, ang mga may balak sa'yo na gumawa ng masama, hindi na yan magbabanta. Hindi na yan magbabanta. Hindi na yan, ay sabihin mo kay ganito, dadali namin siya. Hindi na. Matik na yan. Automatic na yan, yes FM. Diba? Hindi na ganun, Diyos ko. Parang ginagawa mo namang yung mga bata yun manonood. Parang ginagawa mong grade 1 yung mga manonood na may banta sa buhay ko. Ako meron din ako mga ganyan, pero hindi ko binablog. Ba't ko ibablog? Ba't ko pa sasabihin sa mga manonood ko? Para para magpaawa. Kung itutumba ka. Ganun lang yun. Kung oras mo na. Di ba meron tayong nakita dyan, may pinagbabaril ba yun? 8 bala, 10 bala tumama, buhay pa rin. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo pa oras. Pero kung oras mo na, di ba, kahit matusok ka lang ng karayom, madedeadball ka. Di ba? O ngayon, ito po yung tanong ko lang naman kay Puy Quiñones. Ito po yung talagang itatanong ko sa kanya. Talagang talagang gusto kong itanong. Dahil si Maharlika, kilala na natin to. Alam natin, walang yato eh. Wala tong patumangga. Walang preno bibig nito. Ito lang itatanong ko. Sabi kasi ni Puy Quiñones, nung early part ng aming Zoom conference meeting, na-depress daw siya sa ginawa sa kanya ni Maharlika. Na apektuhan daw yung kanyang mental health. Naapektuhan daw ang kanyang negosyo. Naapektuhan daw ang kanyang kumbaga pag-iisip, ang kanyang pagkatao. Kaya ni Puy Quiñones ang mga irerebat sa kanya nitong si Maharlika. Alam nating luka-luka. Alam nating luka-luka yan. Alam nating yan yung astig-astigan. Pero nagtatago na pala. Yun ang sabi ng abogado ni Puy Quiñones, nagtatago na. Mas matindi pa ang ibabato nito na alegasyon dito kay Puy Quiñones. Ngayon, umiinom siya ng depresan. Gusto ko sanang tanungin kung kaya ba niya ang rebat ni Maharlika. Or, dadagdagan ko pa, kung sakali bang rebatan siya ni Maharlika, ano pa ang kanyang gagawin? Baka lalo siyang ma-depress, di ba? Kasi baboy itong si Maharlika, bababuyin ka niyan. Kahit na nakasuhan, mapakayabang pa rin niya. Pakaangas, pakayabang. Yung pala nagtatago na. Apartment lang pala tinitirahan mo. Langya ka. Wala ka sariling bahay. Wala pala sariling bahay, Maharlika, kaya yabang-yabang mo. Daig pa kita, may sarili kong bahay. Diba? Kita nyo, naku, baka mamaya cleaners lang yan sa California. Baka mamaya katulong lang yan dyan. Diba? Tas 2 milyon lang ang 2 milyon ang hihinging danyos perwisyo kay Maharlika, diba? Kaya alam niyo po, ako na ako dito kay Maharlika na una Abel Bacudio. Hindi, una pala Kiko, diba? Si Kiko Pangilinan, yung asawa ni Shawi. Tapos itong si Katunying. Tapos si Abel Bacudio. Tapos ngayon uli, itong kaya Puy Quiñones. Oy, Tol Crisulo, shoutout sa'yo. Nanaginip ako may si Maharlika sa mababalitaan niya. Yun nga Utang ina, kinalaban niya, nandun pala sa Amerika. Pero wala siyang lusot Kahit dito sa Pilipinas, kinasuhan siya Kala niya, Kala niya. Kahit nasa buwan ka, di ba? Kahit doon ka pa sa International Space Station nag-vlog, may siniraan ka. Pag-uwi mo ng Pilipinas, pag-uwi mo ng planetang Earth, kakasuhan ka pa rin, di ba? No one is above the law. Yun naman lagi ang aking sinasabi at aking pinaniniwala. No one is above the law. Kahit si Kibuloy ang may-ari ng sanlibutan, kahit taga-ari na ni Kibuloy ang mga kaluluwa natin, no one is above the law pa rin. Diba? O yun nga po si Katunying din, yayaning. Kaya ito po ay isa ng matinding matinding warning na to sa mga vlogger. Dahan-dahan, ingat-ingat kayo. Sira kayo ng sira sa First Lady saka sa Pangulong Marcos. Presidente, kaya niyo tinitira, hindi kayo papansinin, hindi kayo asikasuhin kasi syempre, presidente, di ba? Unahin pa ba yung mga paninira nyo kaysa sa bayan? Pero wag kayong mag-isip na habang buhay ninyong matatakbuhan ang inyong ginagawang paninira sa Pangulo, sa First Lady. Lahat may hangganan. Lahat meron po kayong dapat na tinitira para sa inyong sarili. Excuse me po. Para na akong si si Mike Enriquez, sumalangit nawa. Hindi po habang buhay pwede kang bumanat ng bumanat na hindi ka makakastigo. Di ba akala ni Kibuloy, habang buhay siyang makakatikim ng mga kabata, mga kababaihan, makakagalaw ng birhen. Hindi niya alam, di ba? Papaluin ka kapag naging palalo ka. Tapos ito, Chris Ulo. Ito na asahan natin. Putangin na, sasabihin na naman ni Maharlika, ginigipit siya, kinakawawa siya. First Lady kang gumastos dyan para i-demanda siya. Bobo, no? Grabe yan si Maharlika. Ganyan naman ang mga ano yan eh. Kita nyo si Tebes, ano sabi? Ginigipit ako. Kinakalaban ako dahil sa negosyo. Ayokong umuwi kasi may threat sa buhay ko. Di ba? Ganun lagi. Si Bantag. Hindi sumuko. Bakit? May threat sa buhay ko eh. Papatayin lang nila ako pag sumuko ako. Si Yexel. Ano sabi ni Yexel? Umalis kami ng bansa kasi merong threat sa buhay namin. Si Kibuloy. Ano sabi ni Kibuloy? Bakit tayo umattend sa Senado? May threat buhay ko. Papapatayin ako. Meron akong patong sa ulo na 2 milyon. Di ba kita niyo mga drama niya mga yan? Ganyan din si Maharlika. Diba? Si Maharlika sabi niya meron daw killer pinapunta dun sa Amerika para ipatayin siya. Ba't ganyan buhay pa siya? Diba? Diyos ko. Ewan mo ba't ang dami nanonood dyan? Alam niyo sa totoo lang, magsabi ka totoo dito, hindi ka papanoorin. Konti lang manonood sa'yo. Pero magsinungaling ka, manggago ka ng mga manonood. Putya. 10,000, 5,000. Diba? Yan ang ewan ko. Hindi ko maintindihan sa totoo lang po. Yan ang minsan naisip ko na magsinungaling na lang dito. Tarantaduhin ko na lang yung manonood ko. Gaguhin ko na lang kayo. Baka dumami tayo dito. Pero ayan ang kapalit. Diba? 2 million damage suit. Kahit 75 years old ka na, Maharlika, magsasayaw ka ng hubo sa channel mo, hindi mo kikitain yata yan. $2 million na yan. Hihingi na naman sila ng simpatya, style nila bulok pa victim mode. Real talk, totoo yan, karamihan mga ututo. Totoo yan naman. Dramahan mo lang mga tao na, alam niyo po, may banta sa buhay ko. So, kung may mangyari man po sa akin masama, mawala ako, kayo na pong bahala. Diba? May banta sa buhay mo pero nagawa mo pa mag-vlog. Diba? Diyos ko po naman talaga. Maharlika, you deserve masampahan ka. Diba? Kumbaga ito, napaka labo ng SOCMED dito sa atin. Actually, mas pinapaniwalaan na nga ngayon vlogger. Kasi naging makapangyarihan vlogger panganao ni Duterte. Mas pinapaniwalaan na ngayon ang vlogger kaysa sa mainstream media. Pero yun ang danger ng sobrang tindi mo sa paniniwala sa SOCMED o sa vlogger. Dadaling ka niyan, aakayin ka niyan sa kasamaan, aakayin ka niyan sa katarantaduan, Aakayin ka niyan sa EDSA para mag-rally ka pero siya hindi pumupunta. Sasabihin niyan magulo na sa Pilipinas pero siya hanggang ngayon buhay pa. No. Sasabihin niyan mahal ng mga bilihin pero makita mo kumakain naman. Diba? Sabi nga ni Kuya Ninyo, maraming panatiko ngayon, Tolma, kesa sa mga nag-iisip, karamihan walang isip. Ewan ba natin, no? Boss road sector. Sa totoo lang, yung binibinta nga sa akin, di ba sabi, bayaran kang vlogger. Alam niyo, sa totoo lang, deserve akong bayaran eh. Deserve kong makatanggap ng bayad. Kung talagang babayaran ako, deserve kong makatanggap ng bayad. Bakit? Para ako sa kabutihan eh. Pag gumawa ka ng kabutihan, may reward yan. Para ako sa kabutihan eh. Pero yung iba, nababayaran, di ba? Binabayaran naman, tumatanggap naman. Pero syempre, walang aamin. Si Nino Barsaga lang yata umamin na binayaran siya eh. Diba? Walang aamin. Ako kasi nung dati, akala ko talaga wala. Alam bayad. Ano yan? Honest to goodness. Akala ko talaga wala silang bayad. Hindi ko alam na mayroon pala. Kay Kuya Ninyo ko lang din nalaman. Kaya, walang aamin. Kay Bantag, nagkaabutan, walang aamin. Kahit sinabi sa akin ni Kuya Tommy Abile na mayroong binigay. Sabi ko lang, ay Kuya, wala sa akin. Tinanong kasi ko eh. Mga bantag vloggers daw binibigyan. Sabi ni Kuya Tommy Abile. Sabi ko, Kuya, wala po sa akin binigay. Siguro kasi hindi ka nagpuntang Baguio. Putya, layo ng Baguio eh. Buti sana kung walking distance lang yan. O kaya sakay ka lang na isang jeep. Diba? May bayad. Tanggapin nyo yung katotohanan, may bayad. Kapag tinawag kayong bayad kayo, tanggapin nyo. Be proud. Sabi nga ni Kuya Ninyo, be proud eh. Diba? Saka hindi naman siguro masama tumanggap ng bayad. Kung magsisinungaling ka para bayaran ka, di ba? Putang ina, tanggapin mo. Tuturuan ka magsinungaling, tuturuan ka magtanggol ng kriminal, di mo tatanggapin yung bayad diyan. Tanggapin mo. Di ba? Kaya yan ang dapat na kumbaga pag sinabi kang bayaran kang vlogger, be proud. Bakit? Baba, madali ba magsinungaling? Di ba mahirap magsinungaling? Ako nga, hirap na hirap ako magsinungaling sa asawa ko eh. Di ba, ang hirap magsinungaling. Tapos kayo, para kayong tinraining, para kayong minodified, para magsinungaling. O ngayon, kapag nagsisinungaling ka na, tapos binigyan ka ng bayad, deserve mo yun. Kaya be proud. Di ba? Kaya ako, sa totoo lang, sabihan ako, bayaran akong vlogger. Aba, yun nga nagsisinungaling eh. Tumanggap ng bayad. Ako pa kaya nagsasabi ng totoo. Hindi ko tanggapin yung bayad. Di ba? Deserve natin lahat na mabigyan ng reward. Ikaw nga nagsisinungaling ka, may reward ka. Dapat ako rin. Di ba? Nagsinungaling ka nga, nakatanggap ka ng reward eh. Tapos ako magsasabi ng totoo, wala akong reward. Yes, unfair naman yun. Di ba? Marami na nga kayong views, marami na kayong palipad, marami na kayong nasa inyo na lahat eh. Di ba? Tapos sasabihin nyo pa, inisiraan kayo. Diba? Yeah. I've been there, done that. Kaya kung sasabihin natin, pagtatanggol kay Bantag, walang bayad. Pagtatanggol kay Tebes, walang bayad. Pagtatanggol kay Kibuloy, walang bayad. Ayawan na. Wala pala kayong bayad, di ba? Tatangan nyo kung wala kayong bayad. Kumampi kayo sa kriminal. Kumampi kayo sa masamang tao. Tinuruan kayong magsinungaling. Dinepensahan nyo yung mali. Tapos wala kayong bayad, di ba? Kaya tatangan nyo. Diba ba sa road sector? Sinong si Raul ang pupunta ng Baguio at Holy Mountain kung walang bayad? Di ba? Ay, naka. Huwag tayo maglokohan dito. Parang ano, parang masarap yata habang kukwentuhan tayo, ano eh. Minom. Habang nagkukwentuhan tayo. Tagay tayo, hindi, joke lang. Nubo na nga ako, ice cold pa to. Dapat yung maligamgam na Red Horse. Shoutout nga pala do sa tropa ko. Nagbigay ng butcheron yan. Butcheron. Ako, sarap nitong butcheron na to. Dami namin butcheron dito. Dami namin butcheron. Mga naubos na kasi pinapak namin kanina. Magdusa ka Maharlika, good for you. Gray Perry. Nakakatawa nga Tolmac, may programa na sila. Oh, di ba? Kita mo yan. Ikaw, Toll Road Sector, galing ka dyan. Sanggan dikit mo yan. Kadikit mo talaga yan. Alam mo mga transaction dyan, di ba? Ikaw ang saksim buhay. Kung ano ang nangyayari dyan. Tapos nung ako nag-pro-government, naku po, putya, grabe ang ano sa akin. Sabi daw, magkano ba offer sa'yo ni Ninyo? Dodoblein ko, tigilan mo lang pagbablog dyan. Di ba, dapat nga matuwa ka, nag-pro-government ako kasi kayo na lang dyan, wala na kayong kaagaw, di ba? Total naman, nung panahon naman ni Tebes, di ba, na-cancel culture na ako. Di ba? May nagsabi nga sa akin, sayang daw ako. Paano naging sayang? Kala ko pa binabayaran ako. Kala ko pa bayaran akong vlogger. Paano ako naging sayang? Ang sayang, yung tangang pumunta ng Baguio, pumunta ng Glory Mountain, nagtanggol kay Tebes, tapos walang bayad. Yun na sayang. Naku, hindi mo mababaon sa impyerno yung prinsipyo. Hindi mo mababaon sa langit yung mga pagiging patas mo. Naku, wag na tayong maglokohan dyan, di ba? Wag na. Alam natin pare-parehas. Ako talaga, honest to goodness, hindi ko talaga alam na wala silang, na may bayad pala sila. Ang alam ko, wala eh. Pinagtanggol ko pa nga yan kay Mayor Janice Degamo. Pro Degamo ko pero binlag ko siya. Dahil alam ko walang natanggap eh. Kasi yung pala meron. Doon ko na lang naman nalaman eh na meron eh. Yung isa, sabi ni Kuya Ninyo, malaki daw eh. Yung isa, 50 lang. Pero yung isa, mas malaki. Siyempre, di ba? Ano yun eh, kumbaga sa artista, may talent fee ka. Di ba? May bibigyan ka ng talent fee dyan. Pwede ba yun? Aarte ka, sisigaw ka, magdadaldal ka, wala kang bayad, di ba? Para ka namang gago nun, di ba? Practical lang. Ako naintindihan ko yan. Sila, di ba? Ako naintindihan ko nga sila eh. Yun, naintindihan ko nga sila. Be practical. Kung may bayad, tanggapin. Kung wala, salamat, di ba? Naintindihan ko nga sila eh. Pero, alam nyo ako, nung ako napunta sa pro-government, hindi nila ako naintindihan. Nung kinalaban ko si Tebes dahil nakita ko may mali, hindi nila ako naintindihan. Bakit? Binulag pala sila ng ng kayamanan ni Tebes. Kaya hindi nila nakita na si Tebes guilty. Guilty by elusivity. Hindi po trial by publicity. Guilty by elusivity. Ayan. Diba? Kaya naka. Punta ulit tayo dito kay Maharlika. Maharlika, magbagong buhay ka na. Sabi nga ni Kuya Ninyo, tama na pagbuburike. Walang pinagkaiba ang pagtatanggol nila na yan. Gaya kay Kulaong dati. Pre, pa-arbor ng cap, sabi ni Bart. Naku, ano ba, bibigay ko ba sa ito? Isa to sa mga prize possession ko eh. Itong, ano ko na to, Chicago. New Era, snapback, original yan. Pamain na lang po, pamain type Chicago. Ano na lang siya, siguro ano na lang. 10K na lang, 10K. ano lang kaya ako, online selling na lang kaya ako ng sombrero. Diba? Nako, alam niyo, sa totoo lang, nako. Maharlika, magbagong buhay ka na. Nagkalat lang sombrero dito sa amin eh. O ayan o, isa o, ayan, nakakalat lang. Nagkalat lang sombrero dito eh. Nasaan pa yung ibang sombrero? Marami rito, nakakalat lang. Naku, gising pala anak ko. Nagkalat lang sombrero dito eh, pati to, ayan, mga kahon, ayan. Kalat lang kasi tinatambakan lang naman ako sombrero dito eh. Ayan. Mga ano yan, mga class A. Class A lang yan. Yan, mga ito, Japik lang yan. Hindi yan original. Ito, fake lang yan. Class A. Shoutout from Bahrain. Oh, shoutout sa iyo. Alam, mga class A lang. Tapos, mga class A lang mga ano ko, sapatos, Jordan, sombrero. Yan, mga peki yan. Yung mga kahon na yan, peki yan. Hindi yan original. Mga peki yan. Yan. Shoutout po sa inyo. Ako'y magpapaalam na ko yung anak ko nagising na madaling araw. Tutulugan na po kami. Maraming salamat sa pagsama niyo sa vlog na ito. At abangan niyo na lang yung mga update sa kaso po ni Maharlika. So yun lamang po. Maraming salamat. Mama chup chup. Love you. God bless us all Pilipinas. God first. Salamat po. Bye-bye.